detailed explanation on the electrophile and nucleophile. যেটো মানে বহুত দিন হৈ গৈছিলে বিশেষকৈ অসমত চবেই জানেই বহুতে যে এটা সম্পূৰ্ণ এক মৰ্মাহত পৰিস্থিতি হৈ গ'ল আফটাৰ দ্য গ্ৰেট জুবিন গাৰ্গছ ডিমাইজ। চ' সেই তাৰ পিছৰ পৰাই মোৰ সেই ভিডিঅ'ৰ ক্লাছবোৰ বহুত কমি গ'ল আৰু প্ৰায় সিমান দিন নকৰা হ'লোঁ, যিহেতু মই ইয়াৰ আগৰ ক্লাছটোত কৈছিলোঁ যে নিউক্লিঅ'ফাইল আৰু ইলেক্ট্ৰফাইলৰ ৰিলেশ্যনটো কি আছিলে, লিউইছ এচিড লিউইছ বেছৰ লগত ৰিলেশ্যন আছে। চ' ইয়াৰ পিছতে সেইটো কৰিম আৰু তাত যদি কিবা প্ৰব্লেম আছে তোমালোকে ক'বা, সেইটো পিছতে এইটো কৰিম বুলি ভাবিছোঁ। কিন্তু যিহেতু বহুত লেপছ হৈ গ'ল, গতিকে আফটাৰ বিগ ব্ৰেক আই এম গোয়িং টু ষ্টাৰ্ট দিছ। গতিকে সেই টপিকটোৰ লগত এই টপিকটো যিহেতু ৰিলেটেড, মই এইটো কৰাটো মানে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট আৰু তোমালোকৰ চবৰ কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট। কাৰণ কেলৈ এই টপিকটো নাচাওঁতে এসময়ত থাকি গুচি গ'লে পিছত বহুত প্ৰব্লেম হৈ যায়। কাৰণ এইটোৰ ইউজ অৰ্গেনিক কেমিষ্ট্ৰি ইন এভৰি ৰিয়েকশ্যন, যি মেকানিজিম পঢ়িবলৈ যাওঁ নেম ৰিয়েকশ্যনছক চবতে আছে। গতিকে ইলেক্ট্ৰফাইল আৰু নিউক্লিঅ'ফাইল মানে কি আমি জানিবই লাগিব, বাকী তাৰ এপ্লিকেশ্যন আমি তাৰ লাহে লাহে কৰিম। গতিকে ইলেক্ট্ৰফাইল এণ্ড নিউক্লিঅ'ফাইল, গতিকে ইলেক্ট্ৰফাইল বা নিউক্লিঅ'ফাইল দুইটাৰ ভিতৰতে এটা ৱৰ্ড কমন আছে, কি আছে, ফাইল। চ' হোৱাট ইজ ফাইল? দিছ ইজ ফাইল মিনছ লাভিং. So in electrophile there is the word electro. So those species which have love for electrons are called electrophiles. যাৰ যিবোৰ স্পিচিছৰ, যিবোৰ কেমিকেল স্পিচিছৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰনৰ প্ৰতি লাভ আছে, ইলেক্ট্ৰন বিচাৰিবলৈ হ'লে তাহাঁতৰ ওচৰত কি হ'ব লাগিব, অলৰেডি ইলেক্ট্ৰন ডেফিচিয়েণ্ট হ'ব লাগিব। চ' those species which are electron deficient and want electrons for their stability are called electrophiles. And their opposite which love nucleus. Nucleus means what are present in nucleus? Protons, charged species are protons. So which love nucleus or positive charge, that are electron rich but they want positive charge to be stable. So these are known as nucleophiles. So electron loving species, ইয়াক কি বুলি ক'ব, electrophiles, and nucleus or proton loving species are nucleophiles. So if electron loving species, then they are deficient of electrons. When some species have electron deficient, so what charge comes to them? Positive. So mainly electrophiles are positively charged, such like cations. Nucleophiles means electron loving, proton loving and electron rich. So in electron rich, what are the possibilities? They may have lone pairs which are non-bonding electrons which they can donate to others, and through which they can bind with positive charge. Similarly, if it has negative charge, then it can also donate because it is extra electron. So such type of species are called nucleophiles, and when positive charge is there, they are called electrophiles. So electrophiles are electron loving species, nucleophiles are nucleus or proton loving species. So examples of electrophiles, e.g. of electrophiles. So example of কি কি থাকিব পাৰে, আমাৰ পজিটিভ নিউক্লিওফাইলছ থাকিব পাৰে, পজিটিভ ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইলছ। নাম্বাৰ 2 থাকিব পাৰে নিউট্ৰেল neutral electrophiles. So positive electrophiles বুলি ক'লে আমাৰ কি হয় যিবোৰ স্পেচিছত অৰিজিনালি পজিটিভ চাৰ্জ থাকিব যেনেকৈ NO+, NO+ বস্তুটো কি হ'ব নাইট NO+, NO2+, such type NO2+, Cl+, this is Cl minus chloride. When minus charge comes is IDE, chloronium. So chlorine ion. So positive charge ion. So nitrosonium ion, nitronium ion. So this positive charge, when positive charge comes, then ion word comes in the name. So nitrosonium, nitronium, chloronium. So this type of species are called electrophiles. They want electrons because they are electron poor positive charge. So they are usually what electron deficient. They are what electron rich. Always remember nucleus loving species is nucleophiles are electron rich. Electron loving species they want electrons, so they are originally or initially they are electron deficient. Number 1. Number 2, neutral electrophiles. Neutral electrophiles mean they do not bear any kind of charge. So such type of species are SO3BF3, sulfur trioxide, boron trifluoride. So they are electron what? Electron deficient. So they are what? Electron deficient. Incomplete octet. They have incomplete octet. So these are the types of electrophiles. Example of nucleophiles. So nucleophiles can also be divided into two types. Number 1 is neutral nucleophiles. They have lone pair. Neutral nucleophiles means they do not bear any charge. So how they will donate their electrons as their electron rich? They will donate from their lone pairs. So neutral nucleophiles means NH3. Similarly, and negative nucleophiles. Negative nucleophiles means what? Cl minus, F minus. So this type of nucleophiles are negative nucleophiles. OH minus, cyanide minus. This type of nucleophiles are called negative nucleophiles. H2O. These lone pairs are donatable. So H2O is also considered as a neutral nucleophile. So these are the examples of different types of electrophiles and the nucleophiles. Clear? So this is it. Now another thing is there, MB files. MB files means any species which have the capability of showing both electrophilic as well as nucleophilic characters. যেতিয়া যিকোনো এটা স্পেচিছৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰফিলিক তাৰ মানে ইলেক্ট্ৰন টানিব পৰা বা ইলেক্ট্ৰন কি গেইন কৰিব পৰা, ইলেক্ট্ৰন তাক লাগে, সো ইলেক্ট্ৰন থকা জায়গাত এটেক কৰিব পৰা and nucleophilic মানে proton থকা জায়গাত positive charge থকা জায়গাত ইলেক্ট্ৰন ডোনেট কৰি অ্যাটাক কৰিব পৰাৰ কোৱালিটি দুইটা থাকে তেনেকুৱা স্পেচিছ বিলাকক কোৱা হয় এমবিফাইলছ সো এমবিফাইলছৰ কি থাকিব both electrophilic and nucleophilic character so here main example to originally H2O so H2O can donate its electron and becomes what donate its electron and becomes H2O positive and H2O can receive electrons and can become what OH negative so this type of structure are called electrophilic and nucleophilic means what ambiphilic means ambiphiles so H2O is an very good example of ambiphile so it can behave as both so it can this H electrophile electrophilic end and this one lone pair ase so etu ki hobo nucleophilic end so O minus O lone pairs ase so lone pairs to ki donate kori ultimately positive charge ot lagibo paribo so nucleophilic end H2 eri pelai OH minus formation koribo so ultimately he OH minus ion formation kora mane ki hydrogen eta eri dile H plus to etia hole kot air lagiboge tan electron so ultimately H plus to etia hole H2 H plus or N to ki hobo electrophilic electron loving tar bisot OH minus ion formation koribo gotike H2 or pora OH minus ion formation korile moi kom H2 electrophile hisabe behave koribo H2O or pora jetia oxygen da di H2O positive koribo tetia moi ki boli kom ki nucleophile hisabe attack korise bas that is the thing so etia amar ekhinir pisot sob tumaloke dhuniake চাই পেলাই বুজি লৈ নিজে নোট বনাই নিজে প্ৰ্যাকটিছ কৰিবা বা এক্সাম্পল কৰিবা ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল নিউক্লিওফাইল হেতু আমি বুজি যাম কিন্তু ইয়াৰ পিছত আমাৰ এটা মেইন কনসেপ্ট আছে কি যে যেটো লিউইস এসিড বেস দিলে লিউইস এসিড মানে আছিল ইলেক্ট্ৰন জুনে একসেপ্ট কৰে তাক কয় লিউইস এসিড ইলেক্ট্ৰন জুনে ফ্ৰীলি ডোনেট কৰিব পাৰে তাক কয় লিউইস বেস যিমানে ইজিলি ডোনেট কৰিব পাব ইলেক্ট্ৰন তাৰ হিমানে বেসিসিটি বেছি যিমানে ইলেক্ট্ৰন একসেপ্ট কৰিব পাৰিব তাৰ হিমানে এসিডিটি বেছি কিন্তু এটা ইয়াতো একই কথাটো ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইলে কি কৰে ইলেক্ট্ৰন বিচাৰে সো ইলেক্ট্ৰন বিচাৰে মানে কি ইলেক্ট্ৰন লাভিং সো আলটিমেটলি লিউইস এসিডেও ইলেক্ট্ৰন বিচাৰে ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইলেও এসিড বিচাৰে সো অল ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইলস আর লিউইস এসিড বুলি আমি কব পাৰো হয়নে তেনেকা নিউক্লিওফাইলে কি কৰে নিউক্লিওফাইলে ইলেক্ট্ৰন দিয়ে সিমিলারলি বেসেও দিয়ে বাট দে আর নট সেম nucleophiles and this base and electrophile acids are not same because electrophiles and nucleophiles are reagents they show reactions when as a reagent but base is itself a compound a molecule through which it donates electron or attracts electrons this is something else so basic character is defined by basicity acid character by acidity similarly nucleophile and electrophiles character is defined by electrophilicity and nucleophilicity by what tendency is electrophile attracts electrons wants electron so they have the tendency how much tendency this is defined by electrophilicity and nucleophilicity means how much they have the tendency to attract towards a positive charge or donate electrons this is called nucleophilicity so nucleophiles mean positive charge so how much they are attracted towards positive charge is called nucleophilicity but basicity what Basicity is the tendency of a species to lose the pair of electrons, to donate the pair of electrons. So they are different. Don't think they are same. So this concept is very, very important from any point of exam point of view, anything, theoretical, objective, subjective, everything. So do not be complexed with nucleophilicity, nucleophiles and base, similarly electrophiles, electrophilicity and acids. Don't mix up. So acid base are different, electrophiles, nucleophiles are different, but they can be related. So why I am saying this, because if you cannot relate this, then you will always be in a puzzle. But if you can relate this once from my class, if you try to understand it, what is the difference? So when you study it thoroughly, then when one time you understood it, so after that nobody can confuse you by any type of question. So always first of all clear this thing. So now nucleophilicity means the tendency of an nucleophile to act as a nucleophile, to attract a positive charge. So this strength is called nucleophilicity. So many species such as Cl minus, F minus, OH minus, Cn minus, these things have different ability. Cn minus ion does not have the same capability to attack on a positive charge species like Cl minus. They have different capabilities. So this order study is called nucleophilicity order. So nucleophilicity order is very, very important. So nucleophilicity is the ability to form bonds to carbon atom, whereas basicity is the affinity for proton. So nucleophilicity is the ability to form bond with carbon, but basicity is the affinity towards proton. So basicity means affinity towards proton. So how much they have the affinity towards proton, or how much they can donate its electron so that it attacks a proton. But nucleophilicity is the ability to form bond with carbon, because carbon is electrophilic. Nucleophilicity is the kinetic property, whereas basicity is thermodynamic property. So nucleophilicity means a nucleophile is in motion. Nucleophilicity is a kinetic property, means nucleophiles. Kinetic property means what? Nucleophilicity is a kinetic property, while basicity is a thermodynamic property. So this means what? This means what? When cyanide minus ion, this ion, if now acts as a nucleophile, so it will go there, but it will go towards the carbon atom. Then it will attack in the electrophilic center, because oxygen is electron negative. So it will attract electrons, it will be delta positive, it will be delta negative. So it will attack on the electron deficient center because it is electron rich. So it will go there by movement. these electrons will go and it will form CO minus CN this. So due to its movement it gives the product. It will form bond with carbon. So due to this movement it is using its kinetic energy, so it is kinetic property. But while basicity is a thermodynamic property, that means this is a base, aniline, say. So it is not going to attack anything. If H plus is here, so it will come here, it will donate its electron to it and becomes NH3 positive. NH3 positive. So it shows its affinity for that proton, but proton comes here, not that molecule goes there. So it remains stability using its potential energy. It is stable, not moving towards something. So but it has its affinity, so H plus comes here, H plus attacks here. So due to this reason, basicity is a what thermodynamic property. It is because it shows its quality in its stable state, but it shows its property in movement. Okay, this is very, very important. Always remember. Second point. Number 1 is this: electrophilic and basicity. So nucleophilicity along a period decreases with increasing atomic number of the atom. Okay, decreases with increasing atomic number. Let's say nucleophilicity decreases with increasing atomic number. So this means when we move across a period, the charge density. What is the charge density mean? Charge in per size. So size decreases along a period, size decreases. This means the electrons are buried more towards the nucleus, Z effective increases. As a result, the nucleophilicity, that means the ability to donate its electron, will decrease. Electron Z effective if increased, then electron donation will decrease. That is defined by what? Ionization energy. So nucleophilicity decreases with increasing atomic number across a period. So if I see this R3 C minus, R2 N minus, then the R O minus, then F minus, then the nucleophilicity, there is the power of the nucleophile to act as a nucleophile. The power to act as a nucleophile, the tendency to act as a nucleophile decreases when going from left to right along a period with increasing atomic number. So ultimately nucleophilicity decreases this. So ultimately what we have seen, carbon atom if attached to 3 alkyl groups with negative charge have more nucleophilic nature than R2N minus, then RO minus, then fluoride minus, because size decreases, negative charge is more buried, ionization energy increases, so it cannot easily donate its electron, so nucleophilicity decreases. Okay, so these are the concepts of this nucleophilicity. And another thing is steric crowding, always important. Steric crowding decreases nucleophilicity. Always remember this. If we consider two things, this is one, so consider this is a what? nucleophile because negative charge. Similarly, this is also a nucleophile. So if I consider these two nucleophiles, then this benzene ring, 3 benzene rings are there. So these 3 benzene rings provides more steric crowding around that negative charge, so this negative charge is not freely donatable towards a proton. So due to this reason, due to this steric crowding, its nucleophilic character decreases compared to the second structure, because although this carbanion or this nucleophile is a 3 degree as like this number 1, but also as the surrounding groups are less bulky, smaller methyl groups, so it is more nucleophilic. Its nucleophilicity is more. Second structure nucleophilicity is more than first structure. So these are the comparisons between nucleophilicity and basicity. So always try to remember this, that nucleophile and Lewis base or base are different. Nucleophilicity is the ability or its movement towards a positive charge, but basicity is not that thing. Basicity is that affinity for a proton, or the affinity for a proton, or ability to donate its electron pair. Just it does not show any movement during its reaction. So we only see it as a thermodynamic property, but nucleophilicity is going towards an atom positive charge attack. So this is about movement, so it uses its kinetic energy. So nucleophilicity is a kinetic property. So steric crowding, this property is also important. So everything you sum up, you try to study thoroughly and taking examples from books or anything. If any kind of doubt arises in your mind, gotike kiba jodi buji nopua thake yar bhitoru, তেতিয়া হলে তোমালকে কবা যে ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল আৰু নিউক্লিওফাইলৰ এই টপিকটো এই ৰিলেচনটো বুজা নাই, যে এটো ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল কেনেকৈ হ'ল, যে পজিটিভ চাৰ্জ, পজিটিভ নিউক্লিওফাইল, পজিটিভ ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল এনেকৈ কৈছিলে, কিন্তু আৰু এটা টাইপ পাইছোঁ, বা এটো নিউক্লিওফাইলে বুলিছিলে ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল কেনেকৈ হ'ল, এনেকুৱা কুৱেশ্যন এৰাইজ হ'ব লাগে, হ'লেতো ভালেই, তেতিয়া ভালকৈ পঢ়াব যায়। গতিকে সেইখিনি মই যদি কাৰো প্ৰব্লেম থাকে আকৌ বুজাম। গতিকে এইটো টপিকত ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল নিউক্লিওফাইল ইমানেই, তোমালোকে ইমান পঢ়িলে, এইখিনি পঢ়িলে এক্সাম্পলছ এণ্ড কুৱেশ্যনছ নিজে এটেম্প কৰিব পাৰিলে এইখিনি কনচেপ্টে ইউজ হ'ব, কৰিলেই তোমালোকে বাকীখিনি জানিবা। কিন্তু ইয়াৰ বাহিৰে আমাৰ ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল নিউক্লিওফাইলৰ কিছুমান ৰিয়েকশ্যন আছে, সেইখিনি মই এইটো ক্লাছত নকৰাওঁ, বিকজ ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল এণ্ড নিউক্লিওফাইলৰ ইয়াত মই বেছিকখিনি বুজাইছোঁ, যাতে ফাৰ্ষ্টতে বেছিকখিনি চবৰে ক্লিয়াৰ হওক, তাৰপিছত মই ৰিয়েকশ্যন লাগিলে ইলেক্ট্ৰোফাইল ৰিয়েকশ্যন, নিউক্লিওফাইল ৰিয়েকশ্যন মই কৰি দিম, electrophilic substitution, electrophilic elimination, so everything. So for today this is all. So this obey session to bhal pale bohu sobe bujile, feedback to diba je bhal lagile buji এইখিনি মই নতুন কথা শিকিছোঁ, নতুন কথা জানিছোঁ, তেতিয়া মোৰ ভাল লাগিব। গতিকে যিমান পাৰা নিজৰ লগৰখিনিৰ লগত যিমান চিনাকি আছে চবৰ লগত শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিব, যাতে শ্বেয়াৰ হওক, চবেই নলেজটো পাওক, তাৰ কাৰণে মই এইখিনি দিছোঁ যিমানখিনি পাৰিছোঁ। গতিকে থেংক ইউ এভৰিৱান। চ' meet you soon again on another video. So for today, bye bye, stay blessed, stay happy.